Hello everyone. So now we are going to create the policy on FortiGate firewall with the help of address group. Okay. So I'm going to create the two address group. Okay. So in first group I will put all the three PCs in group number one. Okay. In this I am going to allow them to connect to wide area network. Okay. In address group one. Okay. In address group 2, I will put PC1 and PC2 in group number 2, G2 address group 2, and allow them to communicate to DMZ. Allow them to communicate to DMZ. So I'm going to create two groups. So one group will have all the three. That is means I will allow all the three PC to communicate to internet. But in second one, I'm only allow the PC2 and PC3 to communicate to DMZ. Okay. Now let's start creating the policy. Okay. Here. So I will click over the for policy, firewall policy, and will create policy. So local area network. Okay. Basically, the group one address. So I will give this name G1. Okay. Address group 1 to wide area network policy. Okay. So incoming interface is local area network, outgoing is wide area network basically. Okay. Now it's time to select the source. In source, we have all the three PC. So when I will click over source, I will not add the PCs directly. But first of all, I'm going to create an address group. Okay. So I will give the name address G1, address group 1. Okay. The members will be, what about the members? I'm going to create some member over here with the help of address. Okay. So host number 1. Okay. Type is subnet. So I will provide the IP address 192.168.10.3. Here we can see that the IP address of PC1 is 192.168.10.3. Okay, host 1, or we can see we can name it this host PC1. Okay, so I have to provide the IP address and subnet mask. So 192.168.10.3, I have to put here /32. Okay, and click over OK. So it will select host PC1. Okay. So let's create host PC2 as well as host PC3. So host PC2. Okay, having the fixed IP address. Okay. So 192.168.10.2 because host PC2 having IP address 192.168.10.2 /32 will be the subnet mask. Put OK over here. Let's create host PC3. Host PC3. Okay, let's provide IP address 192.168.10.4 /32. I will put over here. Press OK. Okay. Now we have all the three PCs. Okay. Now click over the members in address group 1. So the members are host PC1, host PC2, and host PC3. I will click OK over here. Okay. So I have created an address group 1 having the three PCs. Okay, PC1 IP, PC2 IP, and PC3 IP. Okay, so I have provided the address group 1. Okay, the destination will be the wide area network. So in destination, I have to put the wide area network. So I will not mention specifically over here, but I will mention all. Okay, automatically the wide area network will be selected over here because you cannot see the wide area network specially. But if you want, we can add this via address also. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to allow all. Okay, services will be all. If you want, you can specify the services like HTTP, HTTPS or whatever you want. But for now, I'm going to allow all. Okay, and now I'm going to create the policy. Okay, so first policy is created from address group 1 to the wide area network. Okay, so no packet flow now. Now let's create one more policy from these two pieces could able to communicate to DMZ. Okay, let's do that. So click over the create new name. So address G2 to DMZ. Okay, as I told you, in address group 2, there will be PC2 and PC3 host only. So interfaces will be coming from LAN and going to WAN. Okay, source. In source, I'm going to create one more address group. Okay, which one is there? This address group 2. Okay, now let's put the member over here. As I told you that PC2 and PC3 will be the members. Okay, so I have created the address group 2. Okay, I will put over here. Now destination will be all. Okay, the services I'm going to allow all. Well, I only need to run the internet, but I can allow all. Okay, click OK over here. So I have created the two policy, address group 1 to WAN, address group 1 to DMZ. Okay, let me check. Okay. I have done a mistake. Let me verify this. The outgoing port is the DMZ port because we are going to allow the two PCs to communicate to DMZ. I will click OK over here. So now the policy will be created group 2 to DMZ. Now let's create one more policy, that is DMZ to wide area network. Incoming interface is DMZ, outgoing interface is the wide area network. Source will be all, destination will be all. Okay, so services will allow all, and I will click OK over here. So I have created the three policies. So address group 1 having the PC1, PC2 and PC3 allowed to interact to internet. In the same way, address G2 can communicate to DMZ. Okay. So let me verify by forwarding some packet that the policies are working or not. Okay. So how I can do that? I will go to the PC. Okay. So let me go to the PC2 and try to communicate to internet. Okay, how? Ping 8.8.8.8 and you can see that it is pinging. Okay. Okay. So as we can see, IP is not available in this PC. So I have to put the IP also. So which PC is this? For PC2, I have to provide the IP. IP, this is 192.168.10.2 and the 255.255.255.0 and subnet mask will be gateway will be 192.168.10.1. So now I have provided the IP address. Now let's try to ping once again. Now we can able to ping. Okay. So we missed the IP address over here. That is why it was not pinging. But now let me check PC3. So show IP. So IP is not available on the PC3 also. So let's provide the PC. So IP 192.168.10.3. Sorry, 10.4. Let me correct this. Okay, this IP is 10.4. Okay, and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0 gateway is 192.168.10.1. So we have provided the IP address successfully. Now we can also able to ping from this to the Google server ping 8.8.8.8.8.8.8. So we can able to ping. That is means internet is working perfectly. So we can also check that some packet has been forwarded over here. Okay. So 286 bytes of packet already forwarded. So now here we can also see that some packet has been forwarded in logs and reports also. Here we can see that they ping the Google DNS as we were pinging the Google DNS. Okay, so this is how we can verify that. So, dear all, if you have any confusion, you can ask me in the comments. Okay, now the question is that we have created so many policies. Okay, so in these policies, we can see that these two policy, which one? LAN to DMZ as well as WAN to port 1. Both of these are using the PC2, PC3 at the same time. So the question is that if both the policies are using the PC2 and PC3, okay, what will happen if the two policies will cross each other? Well, in this we have separate incoming and outgoing interface, but in some cases we can have different policies. But the problem is that like PC1 is allowed in some policy and PC2 is not allowed in some policy at the same time. So what will happen? So rule says that there is something called list and sequence. List or sequence. So the policy which is mentioned first will be dominant. So the user is going to follow the first policy, then second policy. If they are rejecting each other, if they're opposite to each other, in that case, well, here we can see that both are allowing the same. Okay, the destination also the different. So these policies are not overlapping to each other. Okay, so that is all about the policy using the group address group. So if you have any confusion, you can ask me. Have a nice day.